What if I told you in 2026 you can sell real estate anywhere in the world? Selling where you're living is a thing of the past. You know how I know? Because I did it. I lived in New York and sold real estate in California. 8 figures worth, as a matter of fact. You want to know what my day looked like? Wake up at 6 a.m., 2 hours worth of content creation, 2 hours of lead follow up or consult, 1 hour of meeting with my real estate teams or partnering and training with other agents. And my day is pretty much done at around 11 a.m. noon time. Stick around because we're going to talk about consults. How do I frame consults to actual clients? Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? My name is Derek, and I've been a realtor over 12 years, and I'm currently partnered with one of the fastest growing real estate groups in the country over at EXP and Mike Sherrard's group. And on this channel, we talk about everything from AI tools that you need to scale your business in 2026 to virtual real estate selling. What if I told you selling real estate where you live is the thing of the past? You can do it pretty much anywhere in the world, and we're going to break down exactly how you do that. So imagine having most of your business automated in 2026, where all you have to do is have phone calls, answer emails, not even necessarily do that because AI can do that. But everything is done from the comfort of your own home on the couch. I'm going to structure the whole day for you right now. You ready? 6 a.m., wake up, grab my coffee, prep for the day, get myself together, get my mindset right. Then I go right into content where we spend about an hour, hour and a half. And that begins usually probably around 7 o'clock. Then about 8:30, 9 a.m., I get my workout in. That's going to be about an hour, hour and a half. I said I'm setting up consultations. I'm doing follow-up with my leads. I'm checking in with my clients. I'm checking in with other agents, making sure they're on schedule, answering any training questions that they have. And by noon, I'm done most days. Now, the reason why I do my content first, full transparency, is because I hate doing this. There are some days where I really do enjoy filming and, kind of being myself in front of the camera and putting out content. But most days it gets taxing. So I do that first. Also, keep in mind, I'm up at 6, but if you have, family, kids, you got to get people off to school, things like that, you may get up at 5. The reason being, and you want to probably do your content then at that point, because you can get it out early, get it done before your day starts and everybody else gets up, and then you can go into your day. If you have to go drop kids off at school, if you have to go meet the spouse, if you have to do errands with your spouse, whatever, you still are getting your content done. You know why? Because content generates leads. If you're more of a night owl and you rather flip that and you'd rather do content at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, by all means, go ahead and do that. I'm no longer a night owl. I used to be, but I'm not. And full transparency, I'm not even a morning person either. Like midday is about where I check in. But I have some partners that are night owls that do their work in the nighttime. So they have dinner with their families, they spend some time with their kids, and then once the kids go to sleep or once they've done the spousal duties, they go film content. So whatever works for you and it's going to be more productive. I'm going to give you a secret now. You ready? How do you stay consistent with your content? You have to batch it. So literally, as I'm filming this video, I'm spending 5 days batching 14 weeks of content. I have multiple YouTube channels, and I'm doing 2 or 3 videos every day for each channel. So make sure you batch your content. That's how you're going to stay consistent. If you wake up every morning just looking to say, okay, I'm going to film this video and maybe tomorrow I'll do this video and so forth, you're never going to stay consistent. The good news is with AI, you can do most of this through AI. You can also film content through AI, which I do a lot of the times. Check out my other videos on this. But again, AI can do most of the heavy lifting for you with your content. You can script out 30 videos, right? And get your whole months of content done. You can, like I'm doing, get 12, 13, 14 weeks of content. Get that all lined up and done. Then all you have to do is batch it. AI will script it, tell you the titles, create the thumbnails, do the description, do the tagging. Everything can be done through AI. Why is content so important? Because it's the 2026 version of cold calling in an open house. Okay. I haven't done an open house in years. I haven't cold called in probably a decade. Everything I get is either through referrals or people find me on social media. And here's the honest truth. I don't have the biggest platform of social media. Uh, don't get hung up in a vanity metrics. Don't get hung up in how many subscribers or how many views I get. I had a $2 million deal close on a video that had 75 views. Okay? Do not get hung up in the vanity metrics. Will they help you get mass exposure? Sure. If you want to become a YouTube realtor, then that's important. But if you only want to close deals, it's about putting out the content that is easily searchable, that's easy to find, that people watch with high intent. This is going to be your top and middle of the funnel. The best part about content as well is it's evergreen. Okay. I had another video. I had another lead come in from a video they saw 2 years prior. Okay. So it's evergreen. It's always there. It's passive lead generation. Forget the open houses, forget the cold calling, forget the door knocking. Okay. Focus on your content. That's your lead gen machine. Okay. Now here's what you've been waiting for. Consultations. How do we frame consultations for buyers and sellers? How do we get these leads and what happens in the consultations? The very beginning is key. Okay. Remember, these people reached out to you through your content. They already know you, like you, trust you. So how you frame it is very, very important. You need to frame it as in you have a team. If they're a buyer, you have showing agents that will be your boots on the ground while you're there. They will do all the showings. Then you will check back in with your client and follow up and give them the debrief and go through all the details and do the real estate thing. Okay. You need showing agents just to open the door and show the property. And we have other courses and trainings on how to get the proper shower agents and how to frame that. So make sure you subscribe because I have a full app that breaks everything down. You can get it below. However, back to it. Okay. You need to hire the showing agents who is going to be your boots on the ground. You're going to do everything else first starting out. Okay. Meaning you're going to negotiate, you're going to write the contracts, you're going to do all that stuff. Eventually you can pass that off. And the only thing you're going to do is essentially be a liaison. So once you have that framing in place, you're just going to do a normal buyer consultation. Okay. But you have to set expectations. It's the same thing with sellers. Okay. You have to set expectations and let the clients know exactly what's going to happen. Because if you don't, and you pretend like you're around, and then when they need you and you don't show up, now it's going to be a problem. But from the very beginning, if you set proper expectations and let them know you have a team, you have showing agents, you have people that are dedicated to certain jobs, but everything will go through you. Now you've set the boundary and the expectation. With the sellers, it's the same thing. You're going to have a normal listing presentation. You'll do a screen share. You'll go over your CMA. You'll answer all your seller questions. You'll talk about your marketing and what makes you different from every other agent. But then you'll frame it as in, again, you have a team. So anybody needed to show up. Your stagers are going to be there. Your house cleaners are going to be there. Your team of showing agents, whoever needs to open the door or do open houses, they will be there. How do you get the value of the property? Do we do a FaceTime? Right? So you do a FaceTime just like you would any other consultation, meaning not that you do a FaceTime in person, but you do a FaceTime and do your consultation as usual. So after I set up my appointments for the day for buyers and sellers, then I get back to all my current clients. So I touch base with everyone. Usually I have a day set up where I will get back to my clients based off like priority and where they are in the transaction. Okay. But if they have a fire, if there's an immediate need, then obviously you will take that as usual. Now moving on to the end part of my day, which is training and helping other agents and my referral partners. We have a couple big teams in South Africa and Brazil. So I will touch base with my Brazil team leads and my South African team leads uh, probably once a week, once every couple weeks, just to see how they're doing, see how they're doing on systems. If they have any questions in regarding the training or objection handling or selling or applying this model, things like that, we follow up with that. Um, Also, same thing with my referral partners here in the States. So I check in with them. Maybe I'm testing the market. Hey, I got something new coming down the pipe, or what do you have? Just checking in with them to keep those relationships strong. So if I refer somebody or they refer somebody, we don't miss a beat. That is literally like an hour of the day. And that's pretty much my day in a nutshell. But here's the systems you're going to need. You're obviously going to need Google Meet, Zoom, something like that. You're going to need Loom to record screen share videos. Okay, so get Loom. They have a free version, or you can spend a little bit of money. Make sure you have a high level CRM. The best CRM is the one that you use proficiently, right? But make sure you have a high level CRM, which coincidentally is Go High Level or KB Core. Or if you join our team, you get a CRM built by real estate agents, uh, by Mike Sherrard and the whole group that only functions like a real estate agent would think. One of the best CRMs I ever seen. You get that free if you partner with us. But make sure you have a high level CRM. Now, as I mentioned before, what drives all of the business? And that is the content creation. Okay. Obviously, the consults are important. Your appointments are important. Your follow up with your leads are important. But if you're not putting out consistent content, you're not going to get the business. So if you do anything, make sure you do the content. If you don't like being in front of the camera, well, as one of my mentors about 6 years ago said, if you're ugly in person, you're ugly on camera. So get over it. Okay. So stop worrying about things that don't matter about the content. Your content's not going to be perfect. You're going to have videos that bomb. You're going to do things that don't make you happy, essentially, or you're self conscious about when you put out content. The fact of the matter is that's where all the business comes from. So frame your day around that. If you enjoy content, great. If you don't enjoy it, I suggest doing it first. That way you get it out of the way and you're set for the rest of the day. All right, make sure you guys subscribe and like this channel because we're going to give you the full breakdown of the virtual agent model. Okay, we're going to do all the training, everything you need to know. It's one of a kind here on this platform. Don't tell me it doesn't work because I've done it personally. We also have another agent in our group in Arizona that sells 75 homes a year virtually. She's always traveling. She's rarely in the homes that she sells. She does it all virtually, 75 homes a year. So that's two agents you know right now that actually do it. If you get on the ground level, it's going to be an amazing thing for you. If you want every system that we've ever built out for free, done for you, you don't want to spend the time implementing it yourself, go ahead and comment system down below where you can talk to me about partnering with our group. Otherwise, I also do have the app below, so check out the app as well. Until then, we'll see you on the next one.